Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in on the channel today. So today we're going to be talking about investing. So we're going to talk about how we can turn our money, say $100, into say $1,000, which is very, very possible. But we have to first figure out how we can do this. Now there's just some simple techniques you can read up on and all, but the simplest technique I learned is this, and I'll be showing you guys today. So let's just, think of everything. So money is a rare commodity. Money, there's gold too. People love gold. Food, and then water, and then shelter. All right, so you need money. You need gold too, in case we have another war. And we need food, water, and shelter. And then we just have random stuff, stuff we just buy off Amazon, all the online shoppings, Temu, Shein. So let me just go back now to where we are just beginning to talk about. So we're talking about how can we make more money. That's the main goal. So I would first go to a job and work. So work, and make the money. After you make that money, guys, you're gonna have the bag, right? Most people, they spend it. So they spend it on shopping, bags, they buy clothes, they buy shoes, they buy a lot of stuff they don't really need. So that's Tom over here. Tom is just buying everything he can buy because he wants to show off to all of his friends. He wants to impress them, he wants to say, oh, look at me, I got the new best thing. And then there's Sally here. Sally is, she's working a job, she's working very hard, and she is carrying the bag of cash because she knows that, by her spending it, she'll never get rich. She'll be like Tom. And Tom is always working. He's working just to buy luxury items. And Sally, she's working, but she's saving all the money. So there's two different sides. There's a side where it doesn't look as impressing, but then the other side looks impressing. But the truth is, guys, who are you trying to impress? If you guys want to really have financial freedom, then you have to worry about yourself. So we're just gonna go over here now. So now once you take that money, guys, you're gonna invest it in the stock market. And you can invest in different companies. You can invest in Apple. You can invest in Microsoft. You can invest in Tesla. You can invest in Google. You can invest. There's so much companies you can invest in, guys. You can invest in, CP Rail. You can invest in everything, guys. And that's the truth is, guys, we don't know if these companies are going to do good or not. So what Sally did, as she was a smart investor, she bought a ETF. So let's just go back here, guys. So she bought an ETF, guys. So I'm going to show you guys now the difference of an ETF and stocks. So stocks, you're just buying one share of the company. So it could be Apple, Tesla, or Microsoft. Pretty simple, right? Now a ETF is a big bucket. Think about a big bucket of stock. So once you buy that one ETF, it could be VOO. It's the top 500 companies in the USA. So the 500 companies could be in there. It could be Tesla. It could be Google. It could be Microsoft. It could be Apple. So all these companies, you're getting a percentage. You might get 0.10%. No, you might get actually 5%. So you just have different percentages on the top 500 companies, depending on how they do good in a year. So you're just buying a percentage of the top 500 companies. And usually, guys, the ETF grows 10 to 15% per year, 10 to 15%. So you are earning a lot of money if you just keep it in 20, 30 years. That's just my best technique on how you can get financially rich. I don't know if there's any other ones out there. Sure there is. There's so many. You can day trade this and that, but this is a pretty safe way you can earn money. And it's gonna take time, guys, but like they say, it's time. You have to be patient. You really have to be patient in the market. And then 20, 30 years later, you're gonna have $500,000 to $1 million. You might even have 2 million. But the truth is, guys, buy ETF. So let me just go back here. Let's close it. So you might be asking the question, well, I'm really new to trading. How do I buy an ETF and all that stuff? Well, the truth is, guys, there's so many different ways. So you're gonna want to go to a bank. And there's different banks. There's TD, there's Scotiabank, there's BMO. There are so many. And you're going to want to open up a self-directed investing account. And in that account, guys, you can set up a registered or non-registered. So the two differences of registered and non-registered. Registered is there's TFSA and RRSP. Non-registered is open. So it doesn't have any savings or tax advantages. So TFSA basically is you put your money in, and when it grows, it's tax-free. And it'll never affect anything in life. So you can have, say, $1 million to $2 million in there time you retire. RSP is basically it's tax deferred. So the taxes you're paying yearly, it gets minus off your taxes. But later on, they're hoping that you're going to be in a less tax bracket. So you're going to be in a lower tax bracket. And then you'll pay less tax. But the truth is, guys, I don't really like RSPs. I'm going to talk to you guys in the next video of why I don't like RSPs. But I'd be really iffy about RSPs because they could get you in the long run. Well, anyways, guys, that's all I got for today. Hopefully you guys liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And have a great day. Take care. Bye.